You're looking for all the latest team of the season cards in NHL 23? Well, the community team of the season was released, and in this video, we are going to go through all of the new cards, the new sets, the value, should you trade them in, which one's better. And again, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe. We're closing in on 50,000 subs on YouTube, but thank you guys for watching. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with our female representative. Again, this was all voted on the EA forums by all of you guys. So Sarah Nurse takes home the female team of the year from the community. Workhorse, Fly the Zone, as well as Buzzing. So 3 skating synergies that you can mix and match, but obviously you're going to want to use those. Does have Gold Truculence to help with her size, Close Quarters, and Unstoppable Force. So again, as female cards are made, this is one of the better ones if you are looking to add one of the female players to your squad, or if you're a Sarah Nurse fan. Really can't go wrong. The only ones I really wouldn't activate at this point would be Schneip and Back At Ya, and Elite Edges. I think Close Quarters and Unstoppable Force are just a little bit more valuable. Our European League representative is the 94 Jori Lehtera, who I forgot all about. I remember him on the Flyers, and I believe on the Blues. Has Fly the Zone as well as Workhorse. The third synergy is not a skating synergy, though. He does play center, so you could throw Thief on him. He does not have 99 faceoffs, but he does have Gold Quick Draw, Big Tipper, Backhand Beauty, Third Eye, Puck on a String, and Elite Edges. In terms of abilities, this is a pretty rough mix. Like, might be one of the worst just in terms of ability combos from a Team of the Season player, but he is 6'2", 212, so he does have very useful size. And again, same thing with other Team of the Season cards. We don't know when he's going to get regular upgrades. You're going to have to rely on EA to just release random Jori Lehtera cards, and obviously that's not as advantageous as someone like one of the Colorado players, because you know they're going to be in the playoff. And probably the most requested card over the last few weeks in terms of Team of the Season, Matt Boldy was voted in. No headshot, unfortunately. Did not get the Matty Beniers treatment, but 6'2", 201, his third synergy. You're probably going to want to go something. Actually, well balanced isn't bad on this card. He's got 94 speed, 94 acceleration with the 2 skating synergies, Gold Close Quarters, but that's really it. So kind of disappointing just from a 99 or a Team of the Season standpoint. Again, all of these cards are fantastic. They're going to upgrade for free. So don't think that I'm saying any of these are bad cards. It's just you have to pretend they are 99s and then do the value that way. All 5 of these abilities, I mean, Elite Edges are probably the only one that would be worth activating. Maybe Silver 1T, as we've seen some one-timers off the rush start going in a little bit, but Close Quarters is probably all you'd want to activate. And maybe that isn't all that bad, because again, having 2 different silver abilities might be, you know, it's the same cost as Gold Close Quarters. For any Wild fan, there you go. You've got Matt Boldy, and hopefully he gets a headshot at some point, but obviously one of the most requested cards. Now, the other young stars voted in was the 93 Martin Necas, 6'2", 189 from the Carolina Hurricanes. 2 skating synergies, also has Gladiator there to help his body checking out. Now, this card, in my opinion, compared to Boldy, I think that Martin Necas is a little bit better just because of the Gold Unstoppable Force and Close Quarters combo. That has clearly, at this stage of the game, been one of the most effective. Again, if you have favorite players or all of that, ignore abilities. Always use your favorite players. But if you are looking for, you know, you only have enough coins to make one decision here, I would go Martin Necas over Boldy. But again, Boldy is one of the most popular cards or players in the game right now. He's got 96 speed, 96 acceleration at 93. Gold Unstoppable Force, Close Quarters. Carolina's probably going to go on a bit of a run. So just a really well-rounded card here, the 93 Martin Necas. All right, now on to some of the other big-time vote getters, the 93 Victor Hedman. So Hedman, obviously, one of the players that a lot of people invested in terms of his X Factor, and because he's had not the same season that he's had by his standards, not getting a Team of the Season, he was voted in. 6'6", 244, absolutely incredible. He is one of the best, if not the best, left-handed defenseman at 99. However, they did kind of reduce his value a little bit with Gold Quick Pick and Silver Stick him up, and then the rest obviously not ones you're looking to activate. Quick Pick should be good, but because in NHL 23 they just let passes through, if you're manually controlling, you're not getting those animations. Maybe Quick Pick is the fix. There isn't a lot of cards that people are using right now with Gold Quick Pick, but if I'm being honest and you have his X Factor and you're simply looking for the best card, okay, coins and all of that is not a problem. Gold Stick 'em up on his card at 99, in my opinion, is slightly better. You could even go Silver Shutdown as well. The reason why I say that is because he's 6'6", and Stick 'em up on smaller players, I don't think has the same value as it did in the prior years because poachecking is so 50-50. But on Victor Hedman and cards that are very big, that's a different story. He's got such a long reach, and Gold Stick 'em Up has been just infuriating to play against. Now, obviously, it's going to take him a little bit longer to get his skating up because it's only 91 because he only has one skating synergy. But at 99, I actually think his X Factor might be slightly better. His teammate, 93 overall, Steven Stamkos, gets a team of the season, and this is actually a pretty nasty card. He's got gold wheels, as well as elite edges, unstoppable force in close quarters. You know, I'm going to say this quite a bit. Obviously, that is the GOAT combo right now. He's very, very fast. He's got silver 1T if you do like 1T. And again, he's probably going to get a 99. It depends how long of a playoff run he has. I know Leafs fans, I think it's your year, but who knows? It's always extremely difficult to bet against the Tampa Bay Lightning. But obviously, one of the better cards. If you have his X Factor, 100% I would trade it in. To get this team of the season, Steven Stamkos. Miro Heiskinen gets voted in for a team of the season card, 95 speed and acceleration. Gold Shutdown. Gold Shutdown is a good ability, a little expensive. I like Truculence a little bit more, but Shutdown basically does everything that Truculence and Stick 'em Up does on the rush, and it does activate on more than just off the rush. The game considers sometimes cycling in your own zone the rush, but it doesn't activate always, so it's always better, in my opinion, to have Truculence in that case. The other abilities I probably wouldn't activate at all, but he's an extremely well-rounded card, and his Master Set player was one of the, in my opinion, Mount Rushmore type cards from the prior games. I believe it was NHL 21. Loved this card, and you can do a trade-in if you have it, so we'll talk about that in a second. Another fan favorite from this year, the 94 Dylan Larkin getting a team of the season card. He has gold, wheels, born leader, quick draw, no contest, close quarters, and elite edges. Now, this one does not have unstoppable force, which does knock down his value just a little bit because at 99, now that everyone is huge and kind of catching up, you're losing the value that Dylan Larkin had. I think back to the beginning of the season, and elite edges on his X Factor was just incredible because of the skating advantage he had over everyone else. That being said, if you have his X Factor still, 100% go ahead and do this upgrade. I think it's worth it. As he gets to 99, he's got good size and lineup flexibility. He can play center for you with Silver Quick Draw. And again, one of the better cards from NHL 23. I know a lot of Rangers fans were asking for Mika Zibanejad, and he was voted in. However, they did him really dirty, in my opinion. 6'2", 202, great size, obviously. He's a good skater, his good synergies. The problem is they gave him gold quick draw, and he's only got 88 on the faceoffs, and I know not a lot of people like gold quick draw. Again, I think that having one card with it is a significant advantage. However, a lot of people don't, but he's only got close quarters, which is great, but nothing else. And, I think that's obviously pretty tough. I think there's going to be a lot of people that have a question about do you upgrade Mika Zibanejad from his master set if you still have his milestone? Or something else, and I'll touch on that in a second. Obviously, if you're a Rangers fan, please make Mika Zibanejad, but I think that there's probably better options, including one we're about to talk about. All right, they went ahead and made the right-handed version of Jaromir Jagr. This thing is an absolute weapon. Alex Ovechkin, 6'3", 238. He's got 93 speed, 92 acceleration, so still on the slower end right now, but you know he's going to get a 99 shortly at some point, or just improve throughout the season, even though he's not going to make the playoffs. He's got gold unstoppable force, close quarters, make it snappy, truculence. You don't have to activate really anything other than truculence and close quarters, unstoppable force. You don't even need truculence because he's so big. Everything else is 99. You can set it and forget it. This is going to be one of the best right-handed cards for the rest of the game. Then we've got Auston Matthews. Leafs fans get bailed. He does come with workhorse as well as fly the zone, so 2 skating synergies. That third one is not going to be a skating synergy. 94 speed, 95 acceleration, and honestly, pretty mid compared to all of the other team of the year to team of the season cards. Gold Elite Edges is fine, but I don't think you need to activate it now because everyone's got 99 agility, and close quarters is fantastic, but nothing else than that. His team of the year card is one of the best center for the rest of the game, essentially, so if you are thinking about doing the trade-in, go ahead and do it to get the free team of the season card, but I would not use this over the team of the year version. I think that's far better. Now, if you have his X Factor and you weren't able to get his Team of the Year version, I'd 100% do it because his X Factor is brutal in terms of abilities. At least you get close quarters here with Auston Matthews, and you don't have to do the upgrade. But yeah, the Team of the Year version is far better than his Team of the Season. And then lastly, we've got the 95 Cale Makar as he gets voted in for a Community Team of the Season. And this one is better than his Team of the Year, in my opinion. He's 99 skating already, up to 89 body checking. However, he does come with silver truculence. That gives him a significant advantage over his Team of the Season card. I know a lot of people, maybe they don't have the confidence, even though he's only 5'11", 187. Truculence helps out a lot more than a player that doesn't have it. So a 5'11", 187 player with truculence is going to actually be able to bump some people off the puck, whereas his Team of the Year card, which has been surprisingly physical, won't bump off anyone with unstoppable force on. So I would definitely do the exchange there, and if you can handle the headshot card art, I would go with the Team of the Season, Cale Makar. All right, so those are all of the cards. Now let's go and take a look at the sets for the Community Team of the Season. We'll go over the values here. So like I mentioned, you can do the 1-for-1. If you have his Team of the Year, you'll trade in. You'll get both back. I would go with the Team of the Season, Cale Makar. I think it's a little bit better just because of silver truculence alone. You can do his X Factor upgrade. So anyone that started the game late, you have his X Factor. I would definitely do that. Make sure that if you're trading in your X Factors with the Team of the Season collectibles to get that done, I think that is worth it. Auston Matthews also gets one from his Team of the Year card, but this thing is far better in my opinion, just because of the ability combo. And, you can do it to get the free 95, but I wouldn't keep update. You can also do his X Factor. And like I mentioned, I would definitely do his X Factor because I think his X Factor just has brutal abilities in terms of that combo. Moving on down the line, you've got the Dylan Larkin, 14 Team of the Season collectibles for his 94. Again, I would do that upgrade so you don't have to pay for it for the rest of the season. Steven Stamkos, same situation. His X Factor or his Team of the Season card is actually very, very strong. So I would do that upgrade. It's going to cost you about 18. Then we've got Victor Hedman. Unless you are okay with, if you are okay with spending the power-up collectibles to keep upgrading his X Factor, like I said, I think it might actually be half decent. So that's all going to depend on you if you're super hut rich. I think having the fact that you don't have to pay for the upgrade anymore is massive. But I think his X Factor might be slightly better than his Team of the Season at the end of the year. Just in terms of, the ability and whatnot. The X Factor for Alex Ovechkin, 1000%, you want to do the trade in there. His Team of the Season card, like I mentioned, is a right-handed version of Jaromir Jagr. Sarah Nurse, again, if you're a fan of Sarah Nurse, go ahead and do that if you want, so you don't have to upgrade for the rest of the season. And then we've got Matt Boldy. I would definitely do that for Matt Boldy. Miro Heiskinen, same situation. It is going to cost, kind of sucks to go up 1 overall. You've got 7 collectibles, but if you have his milestone player, you might as well go ahead and do that because he will get a 99. And then we've got the milestone cards. We've got the 29 for Alex Ovechkin. 100% do that if you have that. Stamkos, same situation. Zibanejad, I don't think would be worth it. Just because I don't think I think they did Zibanejad's card dirty. So if you still have this card and you're not a Ranger or Zibanejad fan, if you're going to spend 29 collectibles, I would actually rather just do the trade-in set to get the choice pack of 2. I think that's probably the play because there's no goalies in this list. Yes, you could get Sarah Nurse, but the other option would be Zibanejad would be the next lowest one in my opinion in terms of cards that are worth it. And then maybe Lehtera, again, same situation. He's almost identical to Zibanejad, so you're risking it to essentially get the same card, but you could also get, one of the other Team of the Seasons that's far more valuable. So if you're in that situation, I got a lot of questions on Twitch about that. That's what I would do there. If you have his milestone, Zibanejad's milestone card, I would just go ahead and save up and do the choice set. Taking a look at the store, there is some crazy packs in the store, guys. And if you've been following my channel over the last few months, do not spend money on this game unless it is something of a passion of yours and you don't have a lot of time to play, so you make up for it by catching your team up with money. But just please do not. The value of these are brutal. So 375,000 coins or 7,500 points, which is about $90 Canadian, will get you a guaranteed Team of the Season card. Here is the issue. You have 25% to get a 95 plus player. So here is the 75% chance of the players that you're going to get. Sarah Nurse, Boldy, Necas, Lehtera, Hedman, Stamkos, and then Zibanejad, really. So all of the ones, and sorry, Larkin as well. So you're not going to really get a good shot at Makar, Matthews, Ovechkin, who is the best one, or Heiskinen. Something just to keep in mind there. I wouldn't. All right, guys, that is going to do it for the community team of the season release. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I think we're going to start getting back to regular events next Friday. Let me know what you pull down below, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.